Hello dear students. Today topic is amplitude or argument of a complex number. So this is the last topic in this chapter. So generally actually one more topic is there, it is the polar coordinate or polar form is there. But this year they reduced it from the syllabus. So this is the last topic. This last topic is very important for competitive also. This the last topic is argument or amplitude. So before explaining this argument or amplitude, first of all, we'll consider one complex number. Consider a complex number. Complex number means we can take like this, a plus ib or x plus iy, our wish. So here x is called the real part and y is called the imaginary part. Here real part is a and the imaginary part which is with I is there, it is called the imaginary part. Okay. Now, before starting this argument, first of all, let you know about this order pair and everything. So, first of all, consider a complex number. Complex number generally it is in the form of x plus iy. So, which corresponds to the order pair px comma y. So, what is the corresponds to the order pair? Corresponds to the order pair means, suppose this is the complex number. Consider this is a complex number. So, complex number generally indicate by the letter z. So, z is equal to x plus iy. So, if you want to denote in terms of point means order pair, then you can write like this. First of all, compulsory real part comma imaginary part. This is called the corresponds to the order pair. Means this complex number we are converting in order pairs, in which one first compulsory we have to write the real part followed by the imaginary part. Whatever the symbol they have, suppose positive symbol you put positive x, if negative symbol is there negative. So this is called the corresponds to the order pair. We will take some examples which you have in our textbook. Suppose 2 plus 4i is there. So here for you understanding I am drawing one table here, complex number, and this side I am taking corresponds to the order pair. So correspond to the order pair. So first of all I am going to take one number, one complex number, it is nothing but 2 plus 4i. So this is a complex number 2 plus 4i. So how to convert into the order pair? Corresponds to the order pair. So first of all we have to write the real part. Here the real part is 2 and 4 is the imaginary part. So we can express like this 2 comma 4. So a complex number can express in the form of order pair is first real part comma imaginary part. We will take one more example. Minus 2 plus 3i is there. So here the real part is minus 2. So we will write first of all minus 2 and the imaginary part is 3. So this complex number corresponding order pair, otherwise this complex number can express in this form. So this is the order pair form. So real part followed by the imaginary part. Suppose only I is there, only I. So here there is no real part. If there is no real part, then you can put 0. Because of that there is no real part. So if E given, suppose if E given only I, then there is no real part. So must and should you write down 0 because of no real part I. So what is the imaginary part here? 1 is the imaginary part. Because of that I1 into 1 is nothing but I. So what is this corresponds to order pair? So real part is 0 and imaginary part is 1. So 0 comma 1. We will take one more example. Suppose only the number 2 is there. Number 2 means only real part is there. There is no imaginary part. So no imaginary part. So we will write I into 0. Because I into 0, 0, 0 plus 2, 2 only. So here what is this correspond order pair? Here first real part is 2 and their imaginary part is 0. Means my dear children, if only real part is there, must and should you have to mention the imaginary part in the form with the multiple of 0. Because 0 into any number 0. Same to same, here only imaginary part is there. So then compulsory we need the real part. So there is no real part, so 0 real part. So in this way, and we will take one more example, 1 minus 2i. So how to corresponds to the order pair? Here we will take this is the real part is 1 and imaginary part is -2. I said earlier, real part, imaginary part, compulsory we have to write including the sign, plus sign or negative sign or positive sign must touch. So this is the way the complex number we can represent in the form of order pairs. Okay, now come to the next one. First of all, these order pairs are there. Now whatever the order pairs are there, I am going to write here. One order pair is 2, 4. Another one is -2, 3. And next one 0, 1. 2, 0. And last one is the 1, -2. Now take these points. Now I am going to just pointing. I am going to plot these points in the coordinate axis system. So consider a coordinate system through two-dimensional coordinate axis system. So this is the coordinate system. Here two-dimensional. One is the x-axis, another one is the y-axis. Children, you have in your earlier classes about this one, how to draw. So x, y, so this is the x dash and this is the y dash. So this one is the origin. We know it this side the x values are positive. So I am going to take the x values up to 1, 2. And here the negatives, the x values are -1, -2. On the y-axis, this is the positive side of the y-axis, y values. Here the negative side of the y values. Okay. Now this is the y dash. This one I am going to take. Now consider. Now I am going to just pointing this one in this coordinate plane. So this is the coordinate axis, coordinate system, coordinate plane. Whatever is there, we can define. So 2, 4. So I said already how to write suppose one just now only we took this example, a complex number which is in the form of x plus iy. In order pair form we will write this one like x, y. So first one always real part and this is the imaginary part. Children, so this is called the real axis. Because of that x values are real part. So this is the real axis. And this one is there, this one we can say it is called imaginary axis. This is called imaginary axis. Y values are imaginary numbers. So we can take this is the line, this is called the imaginary axis, that is the x axis, and this is the real axis. Okay. Now come to the point 2, 4. So 2, 4 means here 2 is the real value and 4 is the imaginary part value, imaginary value. So real means x-axis. So on x-axis 2 is here. 4 means it is on y-axis. So assume that here 4 is there. So we have to pointing this one. 2 is here, 4 is here. So 2 axis, assume that here is there, and 4 from on the y-axis here. These 2 points will meet in this point. This is the point. Assume that what is this one? 2, 4 is one point. Now next point is -2, 3 means on x-axis -2, x-axis negative value is here, y value is positive 3. So 3 means here. So y-axis 3 and x-axis 2. So this is the x-axis value, this is the y-axis value, both values are here. So here this point is there. What is this one? This is the point I am going to write, this is the point -2, 3. Now next third point is 0, 1. So 0 means there is no x value, only y is there, y value is 1, only y, because there is no x. So on y-axis 1, on y-axis 1 means here only that point is there on y-axis. Now next point is 2, 0. 2, 0 means only x, there is no y. 0 means y, there is no y, only x. That also the x value is 2. So this is the x value 2. Next 1, -2. 1 means x positive, -2 means y negative. So x positive means here, y negative means this side. So here x1 and y value -2. These 2 point here. So this is the point. What is this one? 1, -2. So my dear children, these are the order pairs. Whose order pairs? The complex numbers, whatever he given, that complex numbers we corresponds these order pairs. That complex number we converted in the form of order pairs. So all these order pairs, just I am pointing in this two-dimensional coordinate system or two-dimensional coordinate plane. So here one point is here, one point is here, one point on y-axis, one point on x-axis, one point is so here. So always the starting one is the x. X means real value, and this is the imaginary values. So this x-axis is called real axis, and this y-axis is called imaginary axis. Now here the points are there, one point, second point, third point. If you want, we can put the name of these points also. This is the A point, assume that B point, this is the C point. Here D point is there, here E point is there. So A, B, C, D, E points are there which are in this plane. So my dear children, so what we can say this plane? So this plane is called the argand plane. So what is argand plane? You see here the definition of argand plane is there. Argand plane means the plane. Plane is nothing but which contain the x-axis and y-axis. So this is called the x and y-axis is there, and this is called the plane. So the plane having a complex number. So this is the plane having the complex number. How many complex numbers? This is the plane is having 5 complex number. A, B, C, D, E. So the plane having a complex number assigned to each of its point. So the plane, that is the plane, two-dimensional plane is there, having a complex number which is having the complex numbers are there in different quadrants. Here first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. In different quadrants, these 5 points are there. All these 5 points are the complex numbers order pairs. So complex numbers assigned to each of its point is called the complex plane or argand plane. So my dear children, this is there now. This is the plane is called the argand plane or complex plane. So finally, once again I am repeating the definition, children. So first of all, before repeating this one, starting one more time I am telling a complex number. So complex number is in the form of x plus iy. So here x is the real part and y is the imaginary part. So this complex number you want to assign in the form of order pair, you have to write like this x comma y, because of that this is the first real value, next imaginary value. So this complex number is assigned in the form of order pairs in this form x comma y. Next, if you want to show, if you want to pointing these complex numbers in this plane. So this is a plane which is the two-dimensional plane. So here x-axis is there, y-axis is there. This x means it is nothing but real axis, because of that which represents the real part, and y-axis is the imaginary axis, because of that which represents the imaginary part. So here totally 4 quadrants are there, first, second, third, fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, my dear children, you know in your earlier classes you have about this one. So in the first quadrant, this is the first quadrant. Here x-axis positive and y-axis also positive. And in this quadrant, this is called the second quadrant. In this second quadrant, the x values are negative, but y values are positive. This is the third quadrant. In this third quadrant, x values are negative and y values also negative. And this is the fourth quadrant. In this fourth quadrant, x positive, but y are negative. So these here 4 quadrants are there. In this plane, one by one, this corresponding complex number points I am just plotting here. So 2 comma 4, like this I plotted A, B, C, D, E. Now this is the plane which is assigning the complex numbers. So this plane is called complex plane or argand plane. So children, this is the definition, explanation of the argand plane. So once again, what is the argand plane? The plane means that is the plane having a complex number. So this is the plane which is having complex numbers. Here totally 5 complex numbers are there. Assigned to each of its point means these complex numbers we are assigning in the form of points, in the form of order pairs. So that is one. Each of its point is called the complex plane or argand plane. So I hope you people are understood this concept. Now we will go to the next concept. It is the main topic. It is the amplitude or argument. Very important topic. This is for competitive also, JEE mains and advanced level and CET level also. So children, what is the amplitude and argument? Now again I am going to take a two-dimensional coordinate system. It is nothing but plane only. This is called the complex plane, or what we can say, it is called the argand plane. Why sir? Because of that I am going to take, first of all I am going to take one complex number z equal to x plus iy. So in this z equal to x plus iy, we can represent, we can correspond in the form of order pair. So this order pair is nothing but x comma y, means this complex number is representing in the form of point x comma y. First real, next imaginary part. Okay. Now consider a plane. So this is the plane which is having x-axis and y-axis. This one is the origin O. So this is the point. Assume that here x positive and y positive. If x positive, y positive, both positive means compulsory it is in the first quadrant only. In this first quadrant, assume that here that point is there. What is that point? X comma y. This is nothing but this complex number representation. Now you join this origin and this point. You join this origin and this point. Now what happening? This line, what is this one? This is the line segment. What is this line segment? OP. So otherwise we can say it is a line. So which makes an angle theta. So this is the angle is making with the positive direction of x-axis. This is the x-axis in the positive direction. Here also x-axis is there, but this side is the negative direction. This one is the negative direction. That side is the positive direction. So an angle made by OP with the positive direction of x-axis, this angle is called the amplitude or argument. So children, here amplitude or argument is nothing but theta, angle. So what is this angle? This is an angle made by a complex number in this argand plane. This is called the plane, argand plane. Why argand plane? What is the definition? Just now we discussed. Argand plane means a plane which contain the complex number in the form of point. So complex number, it is in the form of point. This is a plane. So this is called the complex plane or argand plane. So in this argand plane, this P is a point, O is a origin. This is one line segment which is making an angle of theta with a positive direction of x-axis. So this theta is called the argument. Now come to the definition, my dear children. Here amplitude or argument. What is the definition? The angle theta. Here this is the angle theta. So the angle theta which OP, here O means origin, P means a point. Whose point? This is a point which represents the complex number. So OP makes with positive direction of x-axis. So this is the angle theta which is made by OP with the positive direction of x-axis is called argument or amplitude of Z. Z means complex number. So this argument, we can't write every step with this much of big one, amplitude or argument. We can write in short form. So it is denoted by AMP of Z. AMP means amplitude of Z, or we can write ARG. ARG means argument of Z. So this is the definition. So once again I am repeating, children. One complex number is there. What is a complex number? Z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number. If you want to represent in the form of point, first real part, next imaginary part. So this is a plane. In this place, this point is there. So this is a complex number. So complex number is there in this plane. So definitely this plane is called the argand plane or complex plane. So O is the origin. So one line segment, one line is joining this O and P. So this line is making angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Here two directions are there. One is positive, one is the negative. So it is making the angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Then this angle theta is called the argument or amplitude. So this one in short form we can write AMP of Z means amplitude of Z, otherwise ARG of Z, argument of Z. I hope you people are understood. Now this definition finished. Now I am going to explain how to find the argument of a complex number. Children, in your previous classes you know this in this coordinate system or coordinate plane, so which is having x-axis and y-axis. So totally here we have the 4 quadrants are there. So this is the first quadrant Q1, this is the second quadrant Q2, third quadrant Q3 and fourth quadrant is the Q4. So children, here x values are positive. Here these values are, x values are positive. Here the y values also positive. So if you come this side, because of that this is the origin, that side is the positive value of x and left side is the negative value of x. So assume that -1, -2, -3. Here also -1, -2, -3. Now if you observe in the first quadrant, x positive and y also positive. X and y both also positive in the first quadrant. X positive, y value positive. If you come to the second quadrant, in this quadrant the x values are negative. X values means first one. And y values are positive. So in the second quadrant, x negative, y positive. If you come to the third quadrant, here children, x value is negative, x negative, and y values also negative. So minus comma minus. Because of that x negative, y negative in the third quadrant. If you will go to the fourth quadrant, in this fourth quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant between these two axes. In this fourth quadrant, these x values are positive. But if you come to the y values, here these y values are negative. So my dear children, here in this complex plane, or coordinate plane or coordinate two-dimensional system, there are totally 4 quadrants are there, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, x positive, y also positive. In the second quadrant, x, this is the second quadrant. See, x negative, these x values are negative and y positive. Come to the third quadrant, x negative and this is the y values also negative. In the third quadrant, x negative, y negative. Come to the point of fourth quadrant, here x positive but y values are negative. So there are totally 4 quadrants are there, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Now using this complex plane or argand plane, we will find the argument of a complex number. How to find the argument of a complex number? So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 is there. Just now we discussed this argument or amplitude always is nothing but theta. So here what about this one? In this first quadrant, the argument value is nothing but theta. When the complex number, if it is belongs to first quadrant, a complex number which is belongs to first quadrant, then its argument or its amplitude is theta. Suppose if a complex number which belongs to second quadrant, then then its argument is pi minus theta. Its argument is pi minus theta. If the complex number is belongs to third quadrant, assume that this is the third quadrant. If it is belongs to third quadrant, then its argument is same to same pi minus theta, but you have to put a negative sign, minus of pi minus theta. If the complex number is belongs to fourth quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant. So if a complex number which is belongs to fourth quadrant, then its argument is same, whatever the first quadrant, same to same. Theta means here also theta, but we have to put the negative sign. So children, very easy to remember this one. One more time, first of all I am explaining these arguments. So if a complex number, if it is belongs to first quadrant, then its argument is theta. When it belongs to second quadrant, the complex number, its argument is pi minus theta. If it is belongs to third quadrant, same to same. Third, second and third both are same, but only we have to put one negative sign. If it is belongs to fourth, same to same, first one theta only, but we have to put the negative sign. So children, this is very important for finding the argument. Theta, pi minus theta, minus of pi minus theta and minus theta. Now, for your understanding, I am going to draw in the form of a table, my dear children. So what is the table? So first of all, here the table, suppose assume that quadrant. quadrant, and here is the argument of a complex number. So there are how many quadrants? 4 quadrants are there. First quadrant, second quadrant, now this one is the third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. There are totally 4 quadrants are there. Now the arguments. The first quadrant argument is theta. Second quadrant argument is pi minus theta. Third quadrant same pi minus theta, but we have to put negative sign. In the fourth quadrant, first and fourth both are same, but we have to put the negative sign. So we have to check first of all complex number, convert into the point order pair form. Next we have to check which quadrant that complex number belongs to. According to that we have to find the argument. Now before going to this one, we need the trigonometric values also. So first of all, you have in our trigonometric 10th class, you have the trigonometric topic, and PUC first year also trigonometric topic is there. So from that I am going to take only the tan value. So very important here, theta and tan theta. So suppose if the value, if 0 degrees is there angle, then tan 0 value is 0. Next one is the 30 degrees. So 30 degrees, but we will measure in radians, means 30 degrees is nothing but we will write as a pi by 6. 30 degrees means you have in your first PUC trigonometric topic how to change the degrees into radians is there. Here 30 degrees means in the form of radians we will write as a pi by 6. Why pi by 6? Because of that pi means 180. 180 by 6, how many times it cancel? 30 times. So 30 degrees we can represent as a pi by 6. So tan 30 degrees value, tan pi by 6 value is 1 by root 3. Next one is the 45 degrees. So 45 degrees we can, in the radians we will write as a pi by 4. Very important this table children. Why pi by 4? Because of that pi value is 180 by 4. 4 how many times cancel? 45 times cancel. So these are 45 degrees. So tan 45 degrees value is 1. Next one is the 60 degrees we will take. So 60 means we will indicate as a pi by 3. Because of that, why pi by 3? Pi means 180 by 3. So 3 how many times cancel? 6 times. So it is nothing but 60 degrees we can represent as a pi by 3 in the form of radians. So this value is root 3. And last one is the 90 degrees. So 90 degrees will indicate as a pi by 2. Because of that, pi means 180. 180 by 2 is nothing but 90 degrees. So tan 90 degrees value is not defined. Not defined means it is nothing but infinity. Because of that 90 degrees value is not defined. So children, so here this is the, you have in your 10th standard these values you have tan 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. But in this PUC, instead of degrees, we will indicate, we will use the which one? Radians method. 30 degrees means pi by 6, 45 degrees means pi by 4, 60 degrees means pi by 3, and 90 degrees is the pi by 2. So tan 0, 0, tan 30 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is root 3, tan 90 is infinity. Infinity means not defined. So this is the values compulsory you have to note it, and this one also compulsory you have to note, otherwise you can't understand. So children, now I am going to take one example. I'm taking the example and I'm finding the how to find the arguments. So first of all, finding the argument. First I'm going to take a minus 1 minus I root 3. This is the first one I'm going to take. So z equal to minus 1 minus I root 3 is there. Minus 1 minus I root 3 is there. So first of all, this is a complex number. You have to convert in the form of order pair. We have to represent in the form of order pair. So if we can write in the form of order pair, first of all, this is the real value minus 1, and this imaginary part is the minus root 3. I said we have to consider the sign also. So minus 1 minus root 3. We know children, just now I given to you that quadrants also. X negative, Y negative, both negatives means compulsory it belongs to the third quadrant. So this point is compulsory belongs to the third quadrant, because of that X negative and Y also negative. So both are in third quadrant. First of all, we have to find the theta value. So what is the theta value formula, sir? Theta formula is tan inverse modulus of Y by X. This is the theta formula. So what is the theta formula? The formula of theta is tan inverse modulus of y by x. So what is the modulus? Already you have in our second chapter functions and relations. There we discussed modulus is nothing but if you take the negative value, it is converted as positive. Positive value also positive only. Means if you put negative or positive between these two, it converts as a positive only. It is called the modulus. Okay. Theta formula is tan inverse y by x. So here first of all this complex number is converted into the order pair, first real part, next imaginary part including the symbol. So minus 1 minus root 3, definitely both are negatives means third quadrant. Then we will find out the theta value, theta equal to tan inverse modulus of. So here y value means minus root 3, x value is minus 1. So minus minus both get cancelled, tan inverse of root 3. So children, we know it up. Here outside tan inverse means inside also we have to write tan value only. So already just now you people are copied the table. You can check out when the tan value is root 3. The tan value is root 3 when it is a 60 degrees. 60 degrees means pi by 3. So outside tan inverse, so inside value compulsory we have to write in terms of tan only. When the tan value is root 3, because root 3 by 1 means root 3. When that value of tan is root 3 means tan 60 degrees, pi by 3. So tan inverse tan both get cancelled, theta equal to pi by 3. Now I got it the theta value. But we have to find, what is the question? We have to find argument. Argument of this complex number. This is a complex number z. Argument of a z. Children, you have the table. Once you check out in the table, if the complex number is belongs to third quadrant, then what is the argument? So if it is belongs to third quadrant, the argument is minus of pi minus theta. So if you substitute here pi minus, what is the theta value? Theta value is pi by 3. So here we can do the LCM 3 pi minus pi is nothing but 2 pi. So the argument of this complex number is, what is the argument of this complex number? Argument of this complex number is minus 2 pi by 3. This is the method. In this method we will find out the values, children. So argument of z equal to minus 2 pi by 3. Now we will take some more examples on this model, some more examples. So one more problem I am going to take here. Please note it, all these problems are very important for competitive exam also. So minus 3 plus I is there. Now first of all, this is a complex number always indicated by the z. So z equal to minus root 3 plus I. So here first of all you have to represent in the form of point. So first of all the real part is minus root 3 and imaginary part is 1. Because of that I means I into 1. I into 1 is nothing but I. So minus root 3 comma 1. So children, here x negative, y positive. X negative, y positive, you have the table, you check out. X negative, y positive means compulsory it is belongs to second quadrant. In the second quadrant only x negative and y value is positive. First we have to find the theta value. What is the theta value? Theta formula, tan inverse of mod of b by a. Sorry, not b here, we will write y by x. Okay, y by x. Now if we will substitute here, then tan inverse mod of, here this is the x, this is the y. So 1 by minus root 3. So I said just now we discussed modulus means if it is a negative value inside the modulus, it convert as a positive. That means then what is the answer? The answer is tan inverse mod of 1 by root 3. Why? Because of that inside the modulus, between the modulus, if negative sign is there, it is converted as positive. Now you can check out, students, tan inverse. What is the tan value? What is the tan value? At what value this tan is equal to 1 by root 3? So it is equal to tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees means it is nothing but pi by 6. So here tan pi by 6 value is 1 by root 3. Tan inverse tan cancel. Theta equal to pi by 6. But if we don't want theta, we want argument. So how to find the argument? So argument of z or amplitude of z. So this one is belongs to second quadrant. So belongs to second quadrant means then the argument is pi minus theta. So pi minus theta. Theta means pi by 6. So LCM is 6. So 6 pi minus 5 is nothing but 5 pi by 6. Children, argument of Z is equal to 5 pi by 6. Now the next problem, 1 plus I. So 1 plus y, this is a complex number. So we will convert into the point. So here the real part is 1 and imaginary part. Here there is no number. Means here into 1 is there. Because of that I into 1 is nothing but I. So we can write in the point format order pair 1 comma 1, real part is 1 and imaginary part is 1. So children, 1 comma 1 means both are positive. So here x positive, y positive, both positive, definitely it belongs to the first quadrant. Because of that x, y both are positive, belongs to first quadrant. So we will find out the theta using the formula. What is the formula? Tan inverse modulus of b by a. If we will substitute here tan inverse, sorry not b by a or y by x. So both also. Because of that, complex number generally will take like this, sometimes a plus ib and sometimes we will take as a x plus iy. Both also same. Here ab is the real part a, imaginary part b. Here real part x, imaginary part y. Whatever, let it be. Okay. Now tan inverse y by x. Here this is the x, this is the y value. So y by x means 1 by 1. So 1 by 1 is nothing but 1 only. Tan inverse of 1. So children, tan inverse of 1. So we will write the value of 1 in terms of tan angle. So this is the value tan inverse of, when the tan value is 1, tan 45 degrees is 1. 45 degrees means pi by 4, which earlierly I given to one table. You can check out from that table. Tan 45 degrees value is 1. Because of that both can get cancelled. What is the theta value? Theta value is pi by 4. Now we have to find the argument of Z. Argument of Z is nothing but, here in the first quadrant, the argument is nothing but theta. So what is the theta value? Pi by 4. So the argument of this complex number, what is the complex number? 1 plus I. The argument of this complex number 1 plus I is pi by 4. We will take one more example. So next example is 1 minus I is there. Then how to do this one? 1 minus I. So 1 minus I means here nothing is there, means into 1 is there. I will write a little bit of bigger one. So Z equal to next one, next problem is 1 minus I. So here nothing means 1 is there. We can convert into the order pair form. Then here the real part is 1. Imaginary part is minus 1. I said including the symbols also we have to take 1 and this is the value is minus 1. Student, here this is the x value, this is the y, real part, imaginary part. Students, x positive, y negative. We check out from the table, x positive and y negative is only in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, x value is positive and y values are negative. So it is belongs to fourth quadrant. As usually we will find out the theta value. What is the formula? Tan inverse mod of y by x. So tan inverse of mod of y value minus 1, x value is 1. So minus 1 by 1 is nothing but minus 1. Tan inverse modulus of minus 1. So earlier we discussed the modulus means it is nothing but the negative value is converted as a positive value. That means the answer is tan inverse of 1, because of between the modulus if there is a negative it is converted as positive. So when the tan value is 1, tan 45 degrees. So tan of pi by 4, already you have this table. So 45 degrees we can write as a pi by 4. So tan inverse tan cancel. So the theta value is pi by 4. But I don't want theta, I want the argument. So what is the argument of this complex number? Children, it is in fourth quadrant. You have the table, you check out. If the given complex number belongs to fourth quadrant, then its argument is minus theta. That means minus theta. What is the theta value? Pi by 4. So what is the answer? Minus pi by 4 is the answer. Okay, children. Now we'll take one more example. So next example is z equal to minus 1 minus I. Minus 1 minus I, first we will write in the order pair form. So here x value is minus 1 and y value also minus 1. Because of that minus I means we can write like this, plus I into minus 1. If we can write in this form, because plus into minus minus, I ones are I, we can write minus 1 minus 1. Student, x value is negative, y value also negative, both the negatives only in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant only x and y both are negative. So if both are negative, then first of all theta formula, theta equal to tan inverse mod of y by x. So tan inverse mod of the y value is minus 1, x value is minus 1, minus minus cancel. We can write this value is tan inverse of 1. So tan inverse of 1, we know it tan inverse, the 1 value in tan is pi by 4. Tan inverse tan cancel. So what is the theta value? Theta value is pi by 4. But I want the argument. So argument of this complex number, student, it is in third quadrant. If it is in third quadrant, then the argument formula is minus of pi minus theta. So minus of pi minus theta value is pi by 4. So minus of 4 is the LCM, 4 into pi, 4 pi minus pi means 3 pi. So what is the argument of this complex number? The argument or amplitude of this complex number is minus 3 pi by 4 is the answer. So the argument of this complex number is minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, students, then we will take one more example. So the example is z equal to one complex number minus 1 plus I. I am going to take this one minus 1 plus I. So here nothing is there, into 1 is there, convert into the point form, minus 1, this is the x real part and the imaginary part is plus 1. Student, this x negative, y positive, x negative, y positive is only in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant only x negative and y positive. Okay. Now we will find out theta is equal to the formula tan inverse mod of y by x. So tan inverse of the mod of y value is 1, x value is minus 1. So we can write this value tan inverse of 1 by minus 1 is the minus 1. But in the modulus, the negative is converted as positive, then tan inverse of 1. So when the tan value is 1, tan 45 degrees is 1, tan pi by 4. So tan inverse tan cancel. Then what is the theta value? Theta value equal to pi by 4. But I don't want theta, I want the argument or amplitude. So this argument of this complex number, it is in second quadrant. Student, if it is in second quadrant, then the argument formula is pi minus theta. So pi minus, what is the theta value? Pi by 4. So if we can do the LCM, 4 pi minus pi is nothing but 3 pi by 4. So the argument of this given complex number is 3 pi by 4. So for every sum, finding theta is common. Only argument will change according to their belonging quadrant. First quadrant theta, second quadrant pi minus theta, third quadrant minus of pi minus theta and fourth quadrant minus theta. In the same way, we will take one more example is z equal to, always complex numbers indicate by z, equal to minus 3. Student, there is no imaginary part. There is no I. No I means no imaginary part. If there is no imaginary part, must and should we have to write. So, I into 0. I into 0, 0. 0 plus minus 3 only. Now, we can indicate in the form of order pair, corresponding order pair. So, the correspondence order pair is minus 3. This is the real part. And imaginary part is 0. So, minus 3 comma 0. Student, here this is a little bit of confusing problem. Sir, x negative, then what about the y's are? Y negative or positive? Children, 0 is always a positive number, non-negative number. 0 is called non-negative number. Non-negative number is nothing but positive number. So, x negative, y positive. X negative, y positive, compulsory, it belongs to second quadrant. 0 is a non-negative number. Non-negative number is nothing but positive only. So, x negative, y positive, compulsory, it is a second quadrant. In the second quadrant only, it is negative, x negative and y positive. Okay. Now, same theta equal to, we have a formula tan inverse mod of y by x. So, tan inverse mod of, the y value is 0 here. This is the x, this is the y. X value minus 3. So, 0 by any number, its value is 0 only. So, when the tan value is 0, when the tan value is 0, tan 0 only. The tan value is 0 when tan 0. So, tan inverse tan both get cancelled. What is the theta value? Theta value equal to 0. But we do not want theta, we want argument. So, the argument of this complex number, it belongs to second quadrant. The second quadrant, the argument is pi minus theta. So, pi minus theta means 0. So, pi minus 0 is nothing but pi. So, students, this argument of a given complex number, what is that complex number? Minus 3. The complex number is minus 3. So, the argument of minus 3 is pi. So, we will take one more example. Here only real part is there. Suppose if only imaginary part is given, then how to find? We will take one example. Another example, only imaginary part is there. There is no real part. Then first of all, must and should we have to write, if there is no real part, you have to put 0 plus I, and here 1 is there. 1 into I is nothing but I. I plus 0 is the I. So, now in the point, it is the real part 0, imaginary part 1, x, y. Now, again you will get a doubt. Sir, y positive? Yeah, x also positive because 0 is a non-negative number. Both are positives. Both are positives, then definitely it belongs to first quadrant. Then theta equal to the formula tan inverse mod of y by x. So, we can write this value tan inverse. The y value is 1, x value is 0. So, we know it, any number by 0. Any number by 0, that value does not define, not defined. Why? Because any number by 0, its value not defined. Not defined is nothing but infinity. Because of the value we do not know. So, tan inverse, you check out what is the value of tan is equal to infinity. It is nothing but tan 90 degrees. Tan 90 degrees value is infinity. So, tan inverse tan both get cancelled. What is the theta value? Theta equal to pi by 2. But I want the argument. So, the argument of this complex number is, it is in the first quadrant. First quadrant, the argument is theta only. So, what is the theta value? Theta value is pi by 2. So, the answer is pi by 2. We will take last and final example on this model. Children, I will give you this model to your homework. You people do it and send to me the answer. The question is z equal to root 3 plus I. So, this is the sum, is homework for you. You do it and send to me the answer. So, our complex number chapter finished. So, in this complex number chapter, we discussed, first of all, modulus we discussed. Next one is the modulus we discussed. Next one, what is the real, what is imaginary. what is the argand plane, what is the argument, and how to find the modulus, how to find the theta value and the quadratic equations, everything we discussed in this chapter. So this chapter is finished. One more topic is there, its name is the polar form, but this year this polar form is reduced from the syllabus, so no need to discuss this one. So I hope you people are understood this complex number. So any doubt you people can ask me. I mentioned my phone number also. You can ask the doubts. So these are for today. Thank you very much.